Well, good evening, everybody. Hey, we are in the Red Double Dome. We got Dan, we got Emmy, and we got some basketball. I tell you what, we are so excited. It's senior night.
That's right.
And Emmy, congratulations. Of course, you're a senior. We can talk a little bit about that. This is going to be a night that's going to be jam-packed full of awesome stuff. We got balloons all through the place, and I got to be honest with you, I hope we have a bake sale. Have you heard anything about that?
Yeah, there's a freshman bake sale going on right now.
Yeah, I saw it in the hallway.
That is a thing put on by leadership. It's like a tailgate type of deal. It's called Cupid's Bash, and they have free pizza and cookies and face painting.
Oh, what are we doing here?
Okay, I want to go check out that so I can report on it. Well, congratulations, Emmy. I know you're a senior this year, and I know you got some great things that you're looking at doing in the future. And
yes.
We wish you nothing but good.
Thank you.
But we had Clyde is with us here tonight, the Wildcats.
You bet.
Last time we played Clyde, of course, it was in their house. And Coquille did very, very well. Of course, the ladies played very, very well and had a victory. And if I remember correctly, the last quarter, Clyde came back and beat the boys. But I tell you what, I'm expecting an outstanding ball game tonight. And, of course, we're already kind of, well, at least here in the broadcast booth, are looking forward to state. I know that,
yes.
Of course, the basketball players and the coaches, state's out there, and I'm sure we're going to get there, but we're not even thinking about it because we still got a couple games.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. You know, I said a couple of words to Cynthia Salazar this afternoon about state. She got a big old Cheshire smile, you know. I said, are you excited? All the girls are excited about it, so, yeah, we're looking forward to it as well. I have confidence that the girls are going to show up at state this year.
Yeah.
And the Wildcats are back in the house. They're going to try and get their win back tonight. We'll see how they do. This pregame report is brought to you by the City of Coquille. We thank them so much. And, of course, we're broadcasting live from the Coastal Coffee broadcast booth here in the Devil Dome. So there's time. If you're on with us at YouTube, come on down and join us. There's a little bit of room. You can get in here and see this basketball game tonight and enjoy that bake sale. We're looking forward to that as well.
Well, I'm gonna have to give you an update on the bake sale.
Okay. I know how your updates go. Lee will come up here with an armload of stuff from the bake sale and start feeding everybody. That's his MO.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, I gotta do
Gotta support.
That's right.
It's quality control.
Oh, yes.
You betcha.
You know, quality control.
So let's see if we're going to introduce our players or we're going to have our flag salute first this evening.
I would imagine, you know, we're going to probably have the national anthem.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, indeed.
So here's our national anthem by the Coquille High School Band.
We've had more compliments from visitors, you know, coaches and everybody on our band. They're awesome. Here we go.
Outstanding.
Man, I tell you what, that is just awesome.
Yeah, they do such a great job with that, it gives you chills.
Yes, yes, they do. And, you know, I just want to do a little bit of a recap for, well, actually, we'll probably do it more so during halftime because we got the Wildcats coming up, don't we, Dan?
You betcha. The Glide Wildcats coming out onto the court right now, and starting for them tonight is number 1, Bailey McCall, a junior this year. Number 2 is Alyssa Stanley. She's a sophomore this year. Number 4 is Kara Anderson, also a sophomore. A senior tonight is number 5, Taylor Thingvall, and pulling up the rear is number 14, Aubrey Groth, a junior tonight. And that's the starting lineup for the Glide Wildcats.
And we're going to go dark here just for a moment as we get ready for your Lady Red Devils coming on to the court. It is senior number 5, Jenna Willis. Number 10, senior Taylor Kellner. Number 14, Izzy Trujillo, senior. And of course, we're going to have number 24, Ali Bijou. That is going to be your starting lineup for the Lady Red Devils. Just trying to see who else was coming out on the court. And it's
Lexi Lucatero.
Lexi, yes, Lexi.
Lexi's in the circle right now for the tip-off, along with number 5, that's Taylor Thingvall. Waiting for the officials. We'll have our tip-off and begin the game. First period is brought to you guys by Myrtle Veterinarian Hospital. We hope you enjoy the game tonight. And the tip goes to the Wildcats, bringing it over the timeline. And an overhead pass is brought back down. There's McCall. And back to Stanley. Back to McCall on the left-hand side, cross court. Oh, and pass is missed. And out there in the student section, so the ball will be turned over to the Coquille Red Devils.
So that's going to be Lucatero inbounding to Viju. You know, it's so much different when you're watching it and listening to it on YouTube. I was doing that on TV with the college game here just last night, watching it, because I was thinking, you know, we do the play-by-play every single time that the ball is touched, because we're used to doing that for our radio.
For the radio, yeah.
And we don't have to do it quite as much when we're on the YouTube, but it's just a habit that we have. So we appreciate y'all
putting up with a couple old radio guys. Well, the ball was passed into the front court, but it would be turned over. I didn't see what the thing was. Emmy, did you catch that?
I thought it was a travel.
Okay.
So here comes the inbound pass for the Red Devils. Just getting things started here in the first period. I got about a minute down, and Trujillo has it on the right wing. Gets it inside to Lucatero. Off the glass. Good for the first 2 points.
And a quick layup for Coquille. They're on the board, and here come the Wildcats. Coming back and into the court now. That's Stanley. And ball just about taken away from her. She's surrounded by Red Devils and caught on a travel. Good defense by Coquille.
Actually, it was back and forth on the court, I think, there, too. Well, the last time we played Glide, it was at the end of January, and the Lady Red Devils took that 48-22. As the pass goes to Izzy up top, over to... Now, see, you got me saying first names instead of last time. Trujillo with the ball. Big hands off the calendar. Bijou comes inside the three-point mark. Oh, around the rim, no good.
And the rebound goes back. There's Thingvall. Got the ball back there. There's Stanley. Back to Thingvall, trying to get into the front court. Ball goes to McCall. Overhead to Stanley. Into the front court. Bounce pass takes it back out and down onto the paint. Turn around, bring it back out onto the wing, left-hand side, fighting for the ball down there. She gets it away, trying to break free, and Thingvall with a three-point attempt from the top of the key is no good. Rebound goes back to the Wildcats. From the elbow, the second shot's up, no good, and Coquille takes the ball.
And I tell you what, you can just see the frustration in Glide's faces, you know, with this defense of the Red Devils. So there's Bijou with the jumper. It's no good. Willis brings it down. Now Trujillo. Bodies are flying. Kellner to Willis inside. Nope.
Loose ball is taken away and picked up by Stanley. Thingvall in the backcourt, passed out to McCall. She takes it over the timeline, down the sideline, and loses the ball to Coquille.
Kellner just stripped that one away from her with the defense. Quick pass to Lucatero off the glass again. Good for 2.
Outstanding. Sing ball on the baseline for the Wildcats. Timeout called on the Wildcat bench.
Well, and we were talking about, like with Lucatero, great job down there with the pass, putting it up. She was our, thanks to our Coquille Supply, 2024-2025 MVP for the offense for the Lady Red Devils. Coquille Supply is our sponsor of our MVP players this year. But yeah, as we look at it, that was actually the 28th of January, 48-22, beat Clyde at their house.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Coquille now is 19-1 overall, 7-0 for league, and they're still sitting at number 8 ranking.
Coquille sitting at number 8?
Yeah, still sitting at 8. Somebody told me unless you really blow somebody out, you really don't move around a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
And so
I kind of noticed that. Movement on that OSAA ranking. But the ball is inside, and the Wildcats are trying to bring it over the timeline, and they do. There's Stanley moving down the left-hand side. A bounce pass from the foul line, trying to get it to the low post, up for 2. That was Stingball.
And here comes Bijou. Quick pass comes down to Trujillo. Puts it off the glass, but it's no good.
There's Stanley.
I think she had to stop just a little too soon with that defense getting back.
Bringing it over the timeline. A bounce pass takes it back out to McCall. Oh, an interception.
And that's Lucatero. She's got a lane. She's going to take it. She does. And there's going to be a foul in the process, so that's going to put Lucatero to the line shooting too. But when you look at the Wildcats, the ladies here, they're 8-12 overall with a league record of 5-2, but they're ranked 33.
Yeah.
So, and that's because there has been quite a few points scored against them.
Wow, first shot for Lucatero into the bucket and spun all the way around the world and came back out. Here's a second shot for Coquille, and the ball is up.
There's a good one.
Beautiful shot. And Thingvall on the baseline for the Wildcats. Ball comes inside, picked up by Anderson. And a cross-court pass is missed and out of bounds.
Well, and that's one of the things, too, when you find, and I think Emmy could attest to this, when you're playing a team that's a little bit younger and maybe not quite as experienced, and you get so frustrated with that real strong defense that all kinds of errors can happen just that did, and the pass just kind of goes over everybody.
Right, yeah, for sure.
So there's inbound pass to Kellner. Wanted to get it to Willis, but it was just too high. Of course, Trujillo was making the run across as well.
Thingvall inbound to McCall. She's double teamed. Ball comes back out, picked up by Coquille.
Bijou strips it away. Finds Willis over to Kellner. Kellner goes back over to Bijou, comes up on the top part of the key. Pulls Trujillo out on that white ring extended. 3-point shot up by Bijou. It's up, and it is good.
Outstanding shot. Inbound ball slapped by Coquille. Oh, fouling out right there. Bailey McCall with a foul.
That's that frustration that we're talking about. How's that for an elbow, Amy?
I've gotten a couple of those to the eye. Those suck.
Oh, yeah, no fun.
It's like, get off.
Yeah, to the eye is not fun.
About a month ago, I saw Lexi.
Yeah.
Boy, she took one.
Yeah, that
poor
exact
thing had a
thing.
black eye for, I don't know, a couple of weeks.
Yep. So Kellner's going to inbound for the Lady Red Devils. Finds Willis down on the bottom. Bounce pass to Bijou. Jump shot is up. Oh, it's off to the side. No good. But Lucatero grabs the rebound and puts it up for 2.
10-2, Coquille on top as the Wildcats bring the ball into the back court. Trying to get over the timeline, and they do. There's Kircher. And back to Stanley. Down onto the wing and back up top of the key. Pass to the foul line is missed and picked up by the Red Devils.
And that's Kellner. Quick pass to Bijou, but it's just a little too strong. Just missed the fingertips, if you will. So we're going to have, Kellner's coming out. Salazar's coming on. Trujillo's coming out. And Nelson comes on for the Lady Red Devils.
And from the sideline, ball will be inbound for the Wildcats. Again, there's Stanley. Trying to get it through the backcourt, overhead pass, and that's back. They find a Thingvall back across the court. Kircher. Ball driving down. Lane closes up, and the ball comes back out and passes. Tried. Oh, it is recovered. There's Thingvall, top of the key. Moves off to the left-hand side, down into the corner. Look at a three-shot, no good. Coming back to the low post. Ball went up, and she was fouled on that. That'll take her to the foul line for 2, according to the official.
What do you think, Amy?
That was an interesting call. That call is on Lexi. That's her first foul of the game. And first,
It looked like more ball than anything.
yeah, well, I mean, I saw the ball fall out of her hands when she picked it out, but
First shot is up and no good. Now one more shot, a signal from the official, and a bounce pass to the foul line, a short warm-up, and here's the shot for the Wildcats. Ball is up. And good. Puts a point on the board for him. Takes him up to 4. The score is 10-4, Coquille ball.
So you got Nelson down on the left side. Boy, I thought she might get a 3-point shot up if she could. Over to Lucatero. Going to find Salazar. She'll put it up. And the back of it, no good. Willis comes up with it, but it's too strong.
That was strong. And the rebound's picked up by Wildcats.
it's a travel call on the Wildcats side. It'll be Coquille ball. She kind of grabbed that rebound and then took like 2 or 3 steps off of it.
Yeah, you had your eye on it, Emmy. Good
Yeah.
call.
And that's Layton that came in for Willis. Oh, nice inbound pass to Lucatero. Off the glass for another 2. Put the 12-4.
Thingvall inbounding the ball. There's Kircher. Overhead pass is missed, but by the Wildcats. Stanley at the top of the key. And a three-pointer goes up from the top of the key. No good. Out on the baseline. It'll be inbound by Coquille. Score is 12-4. 2:40 left in the first.
And Lucatero gets it inbound to Bijou. We'll bring it across the timeline with the pass to Salazar. Bounce pass goes into Layton. She spins left. Nice pass to Lucatero off the glass.
Beautiful.
Wow.
14-4. Coquille with a 10-point lead as the Wildcats try and get the ball into the front court. And moving on down, that is Jones. Brought it back out to Kircher down in the corner. Looking at Stanley. Bounce pass through the foul line. Trying to get to the low post. Intercepted by Coquille.
That's Bijou. They got a grab on it. She comes across the timeline. Tried to get it to Nelson, but it's out of her reach.
And taking it all the way downtown for a quick layup is intercepted by Coquille.
Great job by Bijou to block that pass. She's coming down the left side, now into the middle.
It's getting hounded by the defense.
Yeah, Salazar, 3-pointer, but it's strong.
And the rebound goes back to the Wildcats. That's Jones.
Great defense by Nelson. Was able to get it away. The shot was strong.
Stanley in the backcourt. Salazar putting the pressure on her. Overhead pass is picked up again by Kircher. Trying to get down to the low post. The shot went up.
Another block shot, and that's by Layton. Bijou picks it up. Had Layton open down below, just couldn't get it to it. Nelson, a long 3-pointer. It's good.
That's the Nelson we know. Beautiful shot.
3-pointer.
There's Kircher with the ball for the Wildcats. Overhead pass headed down.
Timeout.
And a timeout called by the Wildcat bench.
It's funny seeing some of these girls. I played these girls in soccer, and they play so similar to how they play in other sports. Like,
Really?
Yeah, one of those girls that are hounding Holly very aggressively is just like that in soccer.
On the soccer field, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
In it to win it.
Oh, for sure.
Hey, we got to say thanks so very much. We spoke about Coquille Supply being the sponsor for our most valuable players. And, it's been such awesomeness. We've had most versatile offense, defense. I mean, and that's a tough one to do, So we want to say thanks to Coquille Supply for being the sponsor of that this year. And also for outfitting us. We greatly appreciate that. And,
Yes, sir.
I tell you, and then, we gave out quite a few Athlete of the Game certificates, thanks to Jay Westham over there, who owns Family Schroeder Funeral Service. You've got a couple of those, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you do.
I have one in my, just thinking about that.
That's great.
I know I gave your mom yours last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, it's just a great opportunity, and so we're just very fortunate to be able to do this from the Coaster Coffee broadcast booth.
Looks like the Wildcats will be taking possession of the ball, trying to get it inbound into their front court. Long pass to the low post to try to get the shot up, and caught on a travel. That was Clement. And the ball will be inbound for the Red Devils. A minute left in the first.
Leighton and Lucatero. I'm so sorry. I was going to call it by her first name. Lucatero with another 2 points off the glass. Great defense, though, to go ahead and cause that disruption.
Inbound ball to Stanley and back to Kircher. She moves it down into the court. Slowing down on the sideline. Up, back and forth. Ball will be turned over to the Red Devils. 19-4. Coquille on top and inbounding.
Well, you know, Lucatero has actually got 13 points on the board.
Yeah, she's been having a good game so
She's
far.
awesome.
And here comes Viju. Top of the key, bounce pass to Lucatero. Pass intended to Nelson on the left side. Knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, the defense read that one. As soon as she pointed to her, the defense knew she was going right to her.
Yeah, so there it is. Inbound pass to Viju, to Salazar. Back to Nelson on the right side. She's going to take a jump shot, but it's short. Brought down by Viju. Nice rebound. Wants to get inside, nowhere to go. Finds Lucatero. Girls kind of got jammed up there for a bit.
Yeah,
The
that
shot clock
defense.
is winding down. They've got to make a shot here. Oop.
Probably took a shot on the ground.
Bless her heart, she took a shot.
It hit rim.
That's great stuff. Yeah, that's a good point. It did hit the rim. Huh?
That's impressive.
So we've got Jones, and she's inbound to Kircher. Overhead pass at the half court mark, and that's the end of the first period, ladies and gentlemen, with the score. The Coquille Red Devils at 19, and the Glide Wildcats at 4.
Well, and you know, for that period, there's only 2 fouls that was on Glide and 1 for Coquille.
That was some nice, clean basketball.
Yeah.
It really was very, very clean. Coquille doing a great job getting the ball down inside, and you know that's what I was saying. When you got 13 points for Lucatero so far in the first is fantastic. But again, just feeding that ball, getting open inside, and then just working around the key as well. Yeah, and then of course something that we saw with Glide when we were at their house last time was they came out in the second period. They came out, you know, stronger, a little more settled down.
Sure.
But still, you know, the defense for Coquille just makes it so frustrating,
Oh, yeah.
you know, for the opposing team, and it causes.
Yeah, I remember even in practice, I'd get frustrated with my own teammates, and then they'd guard me. I'm like, oh, I'm glad I don't play you guys against you guys in basketball. It's terrible because they're good.
Yep. All right, Amy, you're on.
All right. All right, so we got Lucatero inbounding across the Coastal Coffee broadcast booth to Viju. Crossing that half-court line, hitting Salazar on the right wing extended. Getting it to Leighton. Back to Salazar. Salazar round into the top of the key. Going out the play, giving it to Nelson. Nelson kind of fighting with the defense. Giving it to Leighton as she's wide open. Looking at Lucatero's cut, but she doesn't hit her. Giving it to Viju instead for the drive. She goes up. Shot's no good, but she gets fouled. She'll go to the line shooting 2. We got some players talking to the ref, or their coach. Ref signaling for the first shot. Viju with her first shot's up, and it's good. Nothing we didn't expect there. Second shot being set up. Shot's up, and it's no good.
And the rebound picked up by Thingvall for the Wildcats.
And we got a steal from Holly. Holly going up for another shot. It's no good. Fighting for another steal. Giving it out to Nelson, to Salazar on the three-point line, to Nelson on the left of the three-point line on the wing. Giving it to Leighton. Looking at Lucatero's cut, trying to hit her in the post to flex it.
And Thingvall comes up with it. The ball is quick passed out to Kircher. Kircher in the backcourt. Up to McCall. Back to Kircher. Almost intercepted by Coquille. Back to McCall. Down to the foul line and at the low post. Thingvall all by herself. Lays up for 2. Coquille scores 20-6.
Viju coming down the court with the ball. Giving it to Leighton in the low post. Leighton going up with it and getting fouled. No shot. Shooter line shooting 2. Looks like Kellner and Trujillo are going to go back into the game. And Willis. So we got Leighton going up for her first shot. It's up and it's no good. It's a little strong. We got Willis and Kellner coming in for Nelson and Lucatero. Layton shots, second shot's up, and it's no good. Viju fighting for that rebound. She gets it. Giving it out to Kellner. To Willis. Willis giving it to Salazar in the corner. Salazar driving in towards the elbow. Fighting to give it to Kellner in the post. Kellner pulling it out onto the three-point line on the right side. Giving it to Viju at the top of the key. Giving it to Layton on the left wing. Layton to Willis at the top of the key. To Salazar. Clock winding down with 5 seconds left. Giving it to Kellner on the cut. Taking the floater and oh, good.
And rebound back to the Wildcats. Ball was picked up by Anderson. Back to Thingvall and Kircher, bringing it down into the front court. There's McCall, back to Kircher, trying to head to the low post. A bounce pass is slapped away by Salazar.
Gone by Salazar, flying down the right lane with 2 defense on her, trying to get through. She puts it up and it's no good.
And Anderson back to McCall. Kircher bringing it over the timeline. Long overhead pass intercepted by Coquille.
Falling right into Viju's hands for the long pass to Kellner. She puts it up and it's good.
Score is 22-6. Coquille on top as the ball comes in. Slapped away, stolen by Coquille.
Viju with that steal, kind of taking that bad pass to her advantage, giving it to Kellner as Kellner's getting pounded. And Kellner kind of throws an elbow and accidentally hits her in the face, it looks like. I believe that's a charge on Kellner. Eesh. Yeah, that's a tech on.
I think she was just trying to jerk the ball away. I don't think that was intentional.
No, I don't either.
But yeah, it's ugly.
So Kellner's off the court and Trujillo's on. Yeah, that one was pretty bad. I mean, we could see that Kellner was getting upset, but I don't think she meant to hit her in the face with her elbow.
Of course not.
Okay, so the player's up. She's good.
Yeah, that was Savannah Jones, and she's being assisted back to the bench. It looks like she's okay.
I mean, yeah, that's happened to Lucatero before. It's kind of just what happens in the game.
What happens in the game.
So we'll have Glide shooting for that technical.
And on the foul line, Aubrey Groth will be shooting for the Wildcats. Short warm-up from the foul line. Here's the shot. A little strong, no good. And a word from the official, a bounce pass to it. Here's the second shot. Wildcat ball is up and off the front of the rim, no good. So our game will continue.
We got Trujillo on the court for Kellner now with Salazar, Viju, Willis, and Layton for the Devils. It'll be Wildcat ball in the back court.
And we've got Anderson. She'll be inbounding. Picked up by Kircher, and the ball goes back to McCall. Trying to get that ball over into the front court, and they do. There's Anderson on the elbow. Back to Thingvall. Long pass over high and overhead. Picked up, bounce pass back to the low post, and out of bounds at the baseline. Ball be turned over.
Should be Coquille ball with Willis inbounding, giving it to Viju. Viju in the back court. Uncontested until she gets to that half court line, giving it to Salazar. To Layton. To Trujillo at the top of the key. To Viju. We got some noise from the student section. Layton trying to open for Viju, giving it to Willis, to Viju. Looking to the shot near the free throw line, giving it to Layton. Layton with the long pass to Salazar. Salazar drives in, kicking it to Willis near the free throw line. She puts it up, and it's no good.
Anderson with the rebound for the Wildcats, and Glide trying to get the ball into the front court. There's Kircher. She gets it into the front court. A bounce pass to Anderson at the foul line. Ball moves back and forth from the corner back to Anderson. Nope, that's Thingvall. Trying to find an open lane. Lane closes up, comes back out to Kircher. She'll drive inside. Back up from the wing. The shot goes up for three. No good. And Coquille takes the rebound.
Viju fighting for that rebound. She's getting the pressure put on. Looking to drive inside. She does and kicks it out to Willis. Willis to Trujillo in the corner. was setting a screen for her. She's still not open, and we got a timeout on Stallard's side.
Coquille timeout.
You know, it's almost like Coquille is like, what are we doing? Where are we at for a minute?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about it, you know, there's only been 3 points put on the board by the Red Devils. And, you know, they came out so strong, and now it's almost like, where did you go?
Yeah, well, I saw 2 substitutions on Glide that really changed the game with aggression and everything.
Yeah.
And then again with Kellner's technical, that kind of just like made our girls like it threw them off a little bit, kind of threw our momentum off a little too.
But like I was saying, too, is that, you know, when we were against Clyde last time, we saw them come out with a different style of defense in that second period, and they've done it now, too. As you're saying, I mean, much, much more aggressive,
Right.
very much more assertive.
Yeah, like Holly had one.
Yeah,
It's
number
almost
22.
run up her back.
Yeah,
Last play.
yeah.
So Coquille in possession of the ball.
We got the ball on Willis in the wing, giving it to on a cut to Salazar. She accidentally dribbles out of bounds. That pass is kind of late on her side, on Willis's side.
Sing ball on the baseline for Glide. Ball is inbound. Kircher in the backcourt. Back and forth. Sing ball back to Kircher. Drives inside, brings it into the front court. Ball goes down to McCall.
We got Trujillo putting her hands on it for a jump ball. We got Lucatero subbing in for Layton.
And we got Alyssa Stanley checking in for the Wildcats. Wildcat ball, they'll be inbounding, and on the line coming in, there is Stanley. Ball goes back to the wing, and the officials stop the play.
We got a 3 on the key.
Okay.
So we got Viju coming in to the court, crossing the half-court line as Salazar's calling the play for him, giving it to Salazar. To Viju in the corner. Salazar cuts through. Viju takes the shot, but it's too long.
And Thingvall. Taylor Thingvall bringing the ball inside again. There is McCall.
Fighting through that Coquille press.
Bringing it over. There's Stanley getting into the front court. She's double teamed, running into trouble, loses the ball out of bounds on the sideline.
Caught by our Coquille cheerleaders.
All right. Those cheerleaders, they got to be on their toes. Let's dodge some shots now.
Got some shots and some players.
Wow, all the way in. Quick layup and a nice layup. That was Aubrey Groth. Coquille has possession of the ball. 2:48 left in the half.
Viju crossing that half-court line. Hitting Trujillo on the left. Trujillo looking to Willis on the right. Looking inside. Nobody's open. Giving it to Viju. Setting a screen for her. Viju comes into the paint, takes the shot, and it's no good. Glide with the rebound.
Yeah, Glide keeping it alive. Again, there's Stanley. Back to McCall. Long shot intercepted by the Red Devils.
It's falling right into Trujillo's hands as she goes up for the shot, and it's good. Off the bank.
Score is 24-8 as the Wildcats move the ball into the front court.
Salazar's not making it easy for her.
No, she's not. They're back to McCall. They're still in the back court.
Throwing it right into Trujillo's hands again, giving it to Viju for the layup, and it's good off the bank. Yeah, timeout call by Glide.
With 1:52 left in the half.
Trying to stop that Coquille momentum.
Yeah, take the wind out of their sails if they can.
Well, you know, they gotta try. They gotta try. Anyway, hey, gotta say a huge thanks to Coquille Tire. You know, they are the folks keeping us safe on the highway as we put a lot of miles on some tires, and you know they put those tires on the truck last year, and I had to go in. I had a part of a drill bit stuck in my right front tire. And I tell you what, they pulled the tire up. They went, of course, they fixed it for me. I was looking at the tread, and I mean, I got a lot of miles. As you know, we've done some travel.
Yeah, we have done some traveling.
They still look like brand new.
That's great, yeah.
I was amazed. I couldn't believe it.
Hey, what a nice facility they have down there at Coquille Tire.
And, they're doing more than just, my truck tires. I mean, they're doing cars. They're doing, big trucks. They're doing
Got your brakes, got your shocks, got your alignment.
18-wheel tires.
Yeah, there were tires down there as big as I am.
Tractor tires. Heck yeah, man. We can go sledding on some of those. Then it's
Go big or go home down at Coquille Tire.
But no, Joey and his wife running the crew down there, just want to say thank you so very, very much for being a major sponsor here with our radio program.
So we got VJ with the ball, giving it to Salazar, setting a screen for her. As he comes around to the top of the key, giving it to Nelson. To VJ at the top of the key. Calling the play, giving it to Lucatero. Lucatero kind of driving in, pulling back out to giving the pass to Nelson on the right wing. To Willis at the top of the key. Hitting VJ on the cut. Taking back out to Nelson. To Lucatero. We got 7 seconds left on that clock. VJ fighting to put it up. Shot's no good.
Rebound Wildcats. They find Thingvall, and the ball goes back out to Kircher. She'll bring it over the timeline. And a bounce pass back out. Finds McCall, headed for the low post, intercepted by Coquille. Willis.
Intercepted by Willis. We got it to Viju, to Nelson in the left corner. Back to Viju at the left wing. Viju on the play. Getting it to Salazar. Looking at the cut for Nelson. Nelson wide open, taking the layup, and it's no good. She kind of got hit in the back there.
Yeah, I saw that. And Kircher's bringing it down the right-hand sideline. Back out to McCall, trying to get to the low post. And a three-point shot goes up, hits the bucket, no good. Rebound Wildcats. Kircher back out, and Thingvall up from the three-point line. She sinks one, and it makes it 26-11. Coquille on top as they take the ball. Second period winding down.
So we got Viju in the ball with a leisurely stroll, giving it to Willis. Willis looking at the back cut, but it's not there, giving it to Viju. Viju coming around Willis into the paint, giving it to Lucatero at the post with the shot, and it's good.
And second period winding down. Baseball pass all the way down to the low post. Shot went up, 2 points at the bucket. And that's the end of the half, ladies and gentlemen, with the score of the Coquille Red Devils at 28 and the Glide Wildcats at 13.
And for your Les Tower Center halftime report, I tell you what, you talk about some basketball. Slow start, for the Red Devils there in the second, but as we were talking about, the defense was a whole different ball club that came out in the second. Although Coquille was able to score 19 in the first, holding Glide to only 4. In the second, Coquille turned around and scored another 19 points, and Glide actually put 9 on the board, so that's where we're going into halftime at 28-13. But I tell you what, once again, seeing Glide come out in that second period doesn't really surprise me the way that they changed things. As I mentioned, we saw that last time, and it's almost like they play, a quarter. I don't know what the right word is. I'll say mild. Then they play or third rather, the next one a lot stronger. It'll be interesting to see how they come out in the third. That's for darn sure.
Well, the only really big difference I saw was 2 new players hit the court, and they were putting a lot of defense on our point guard up there.
Yeah. Well, one of the neat things, too, is it's senior night and everything else. Coach Brandon just came on up to say hello, which we greatly respect. But we're going to take just a couple minutes of his time, kind of let us know what's going on, senior night, this and that, and just, we were talking about how the fellas, we don't have the W's maybe in the win column, but we sure do have it as far as being outstanding young men, without a shadow of a doubt. So, Coach, how's everything going?
Everything's going great.
Yeah?
Great.
So, happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you. I already have a Valentine, but
Well, did you bring her to the game?
she'll be here later.
Yeah.
She'll be here later. But she works out of town, so she has to commute, but she'll be here in a bit.
What a deal. What a deal. Hey, talk to us a little bit about the fellas. I had the honor, such an honor, to present the Athlete of the Game Awards, brought to you by the Minnesota Funeral Service. Then Coquille supplied with the MVPs. But, the fellas, I am so impressed with them. As I mentioned, we don't necessarily have the W's in the win column, but man, when you talk about young men that are giving it their all, they don't never give up, an amazing attitude. Especially like I was telling Leap, I said, people are just pounding you, man, and how you can just walk away. I don't know if I could do it like he does, but talk to us a little bit about the boys.
Yeah, I mean, any day like this where we get to honor the 3 guys we have on the team that are seniors is a great time for everybody. And also sometimes, like you said, it's not about the W's and the win column. Sometimes it's bigger than basketball, right?
Right.
And it's about teaching them what the real world's kind of like, and the fighting and stuff that goes on, not only on the court but outside of here. And I think we're creating something great, and the kids are responding well, and they're working their butts off. I can't thank them enough for giving me this opportunity and being able to help out where I can. I love doing this. I love those guys, and
we've even talked about this year is a bit of a rebuilding. But the program, I'll be honest with you, Coach. I mean, you talk to a lot of people, and everybody's just really happy with everything. And everybody is all together, and they really appreciate how the program is moving forward, and it's going to continue moving forward. And it's awesome because, well, let's put it out there, you're making it that way. So it's fantastic.
Yeah. And for those of you who weren't at the JV game, there's a one point win in overtime for the boys today.
Really?
So it started there, right? I always tell the guys, it's the JV guys who are going to be in these kids' shoes next year, right?
Yeah.
It starts with them, and the way that they're fighting there, it's exactly the way that you see the guys fighting here every night too. So.
Absolutely. So last time we played Glide, they came back in the final period, and they took the win on their home court. What are we looking at for tonight? I mean, besides just playing good old hard Red Devil ball.
Yeah. So I mean, we've prepared for them. We've we've been in the film room. We've been studying. All these kids in our team are geniuses in their own right. Right. They're talking to me. They watch film. They have their own questions. They do this and that. They're super attentive. Right. We have a good game plan. We're gonna kind of stick to what we know works, and go from there. But
right.
I think we're gonna try to start off hot. Hopefully, I think all it takes for this team is just to see a couple shots go in early, and then it's right. We're on the run. So.
Yeah. Now, as far as injuries, health, flu bugs, are we looking all right? Are we healthy?
We were down 1 today.
So we down.
Gavin Fisher.
Oh, Gavin's down today.
Yeah, it's been going through pretty bad.
So who's going to be your starters?
It's going to be those same guys.
Okay, so we're going to be looking at Deegan Johnson,
Oh, yeah.
Jericho Jones, Jackson Corbis, Kate Leap, and of course Talon Dubazar.
Yep.
And as I was talking to them on the court, as you know, Johnson and Dubazar, I am just amazed at how they're hitting the boards the way they are. And the way that you've got Leap just split 2 or 3 different defenders, and out of nowhere passes it, off to Johnson, right up underneath the bucket. He comes off the glass and scores 2. I don't know how you got him doing that, Coach, but this has been amazing.
Yeah, I preach a lot of the, being able to dribble the ball down the court and do something cool and score it's a skill thing, but I preach a lot of the hustle plays, right? The rebounding stuff, that defense that turns into offense for us is kind of a big spark for these boys, so.
Outstanding. That is so awesome. We're watching all the kids run around and make sure they don't knock Coach over. Say, Coach has got a game here. You can't be messing with him. Well, Coach, I'm going to let you get going. Thank you so very, very much. We greatly appreciate you. I'm going to be missing you next week. I got my shoulder surgery coming up, and that's on Tuesday. So Dan's going to be making the travel along with Sonny, so we'll have it on YouTube. And I already told him, I said, I'll call in and do the halftime show. And, of course, Dan said, not Tuesday, you're not. You're going to be, no, not after surgery. You say, yeah, why not? But anyway, so, I'll be watching it on YouTube. Good luck to you. And we'll see you the following week.
Thank you so much. I wish you a speedy recovery.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate you very much. So that's Coach Brandon for our young men here. And I tell you what, I have the utmost respect for him, without a shadow of a doubt. We got goodies coming in. We got goodies. And another
Calling to Sutherland to give you a bad time, Coach.
And well, I wanted to take a minute too. We talk a lot about Coquille Supply, and being just not a regular sponsor, but our clothing sponsor, our MVP sponsor this year, and so a lot of cool things going. And Amy and Dan, I was wondering if you might be able to talk to Wendy a little bit and see what's going on over at Coquille Supply.
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
I am well. How are you?
We're fine. It's great to see you. How are things going up at Coquille Supply? What do you got in store?
First of all, I have to say Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. And I want to know where my chocolates are at.
Oh,
There's some down there at the bake sale.
All right, I'm going.
my wife said all I want's a little card. American Express.
There you
Yeah.
go. There you go. I love her already.
Funny.
So, yeah, I got lots of spring stuff coming on.
Uh-huh.
And spring is here, and every day I'm getting packages. And it's like Christmas for me because I have to order it like 10 months ahead. It comes in, it's like, well, when did I order that? Or, oh, that is cool. I'm glad I ordered that. So you got to come down and see.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we definitely will. My wife loves going through the garden center.
Yeah, I can some
You know, we actually own a couple of your wind chimes. Yeah.
get some fun stuff for spring planting.
Yeah.
Exactly. The plants are starting to
And you
arrive.
know, the thing about Coquille Supplies, there's something for everybody in there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's really a lot of fun to get in there and yeah, before we know it, we've blown an hour and a half.
Well, yeah, I remember when I was a little kid, my favorite thing was going and getting their popcorn. Oh my gosh, going in with my dad.
And my
Yeah.
grandsons are still talking
that.
about seeing Santa Claus up there at Coquille Supply.
Oh, yes.
They
yes,
had a
yes.
ball with that. Yeah.
Santa and I, we're besties, you know,
That's good.
all the time. So he, of course, will be here with his wife. Can't leave her out.
That's
so,
right.
yes.
That's right. So you're getting all geared up and ready for spring. When will the plants be coming in?
I'm already starting getting some of them. So I have some blueberry plants, some azaleas and rhododendrons that came in. But I need everybody to mark their calendar for March 30th. I'm doing a Spring is Here. So there's going to be vendors. There's going to be.
Oh, that'd be
it's
fun.
going to be fun. Yes, lots of fun.
Yes.
You gotta come.
I mean, I guess I'll have to make a stop.
Coquille
will.
Supply. Is that on a Saturday?
It is on a Sunday.
Oh, on a Sunday.
Yes, I never do anything on a Saturday because the community of Coquille is great at supporting their kids.
Yeah.
If you have kids or an event, they're going to go with the kids, and I don't blame them one iota.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. So, yeah, you'll see me on Sunday.
Perfect.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lots of fun. So, let's go back to the game.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
thank you.
Thank you so much, Wendy.
Not a problem.
We'll see you soon. Just a couple of minutes before we start the third period of our game tonight between the Clyde Wildcats here at the Devil Dome. The Coquille Wildcats, our Coquille Red Devils are hosting the Wildcats. The young men are getting off the court. They were doing a little warm-up.
Both sides. We got Glad and Coquille out there practicing.
Yeah. And coaching staff, is Coach Marty's down there with the girls right now on the sideline, as well as the coaching staff for the Wildcats. We're going to get ready to play some basketball. At the beginning of the third period, the score is 28-13. And the third period is brought to you guys by our friends at MP Auto and Rigging. We hope you're enjoying the game tonight.
It's nice to hear that band. They're nice and loud.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot of them. There's usually more, but I think today not having school and everything, it's not as huge of a crowd.
Oh, there was no school today?
No, today was a teacher work day.
Oh, must be nice.
It
Holy
was nice. That's for sure.
I had to spend 8 hours in the shop before I took off and came down here.
I had a math exam I had to do online.
Oh, no fun.
Yeah, no, that's not my
Yeah,
subject.
that is really the way things have gone. Everything's online and on a
But,
computer.
yeah, I mean, I did all my, because I do swap classes online,
Oh,
so
good
I
for
get
you.
college credit while I'm in high school. The school will pay for it.
Outstanding.
So I'm doing that, and college math is not easy.
Yeah, you know,
Math is not my subject either.
30 years in the building trade, and I used to think to myself quite often, boy, all that algebra is coming in handy
Yeah.
now. I don't
I know,
know.
I think about it all the time. Like, when am I going to use this?
Exactly.
When is X and Y going to help me here?
Exactly. There's no X and Y on a tape measure, I can tell you that right now.
You know, as long as I know how to use a ruler, I think I'll be good.
There you go. That's where I learned my math. Add, subtract, divide fractions
Right.
on the tape measure. So the Wildcats are coming out onto the court, and along with the Coquille Red Devils, I think the Wildcats are getting possession of the ball.
No.
No, good.
Looks like
Coquille.
Coquille.
Lexi Lucatero across from the Coastal Coffee broadcast booth. She'll be inbounding.
We got all of our seniors out there right now, and Lucatero as our only junior for Coquille. on the court. With the band kind of gliding down. The ball's going to Lucatero. She inbounds to Viju. Viju calling out the play, giving it to Trujillo on the right wing. Back to Viju as Trujillo cuts in. Glide slapping it out of Viju's hands, out of bounds. We Coquille ball in front of the student section. We got Trujillo inbounding as the girls set up their play. Looking to give it to Viju. She's not open. Looking for the long pass to Kellner. Kellner going to the right. Giving it to Viju. Looking for an opening. Giving it to Kellner on the right wing extended. Back to Viju. Viju cutting in. Giving it to Trujillo on the three-point line as she takes the shot. It's no good.
And the rebound back to the Wildcats. There's Kircher. Trying to get past Trujillo. And gets caught on a travel. The ball be turned over.
Yeah, she kind of stumbled into Trujillo and Kellner's trap there and got a travel called on her.
Good defense. Ball is in for Coquille.
We got Viju with the ball. Giving it to Willis. Back to Viju. To Kellner at the left wing as she takes the three. Oh, in the hoop and back out.
And chasing, grabbing that ball. Now the Wildcats have the ball. Kircher trying to get around Trujillo. Makes it into the front court, intercepted by Lucatero.
Passes straight to her and then tries to get to Viju. It's intercepted by Glide, so it'll be out of bounds, so it'll be Coquille ball. We got Lucatero inbounding. Giving it to Viju as Viju crosses that half-court line. To Willis on the elbow extended. Looking for the cut, but nobody's there. Giving it to Trujillo. Dribbling, trying to get somebody open. Hitting Viju on the cut. She takes a shot near the elbow. Shot's no good.
Kircher with the rebound for the Wildcats. And a pass back out to Thingvall.
We still have no points on the board with a minute and 30 into the game.
Yeah, good defense on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, for sure.
At the top of the key, down to the low post. The shot goes up, and good for two, 15-28. As the Wildcats try and close that gap, Coquille with the ball.
Viju coming down the right lane, giving it to Willis, trying to get the cut to Trujillo, but it's no good.
Yeah, picked up by Wildcats and Kircher. Back to Thingvall to bring it over the timeline. Back to Kircher. She's on the left-hand side. Pick a set for her, but she stays back. And overhead pass picked up by Anderson. And down into the wing. Oh,
stolen by Willis. Going right into her hands as she gets a long pass to Viju to Kellner. Kellner with the layup, and it's good.
All right.
Lee and his snacks.
Yeah, Lee went down to the bake sale. Holy smokes, look at the goods.
Got us some goods. Viju with a steal as she runs straight into Glide. Foul called on Glide.
Clara Kircher.
So we have Viju inbounding. Gosh, I can't keep getting Willis and Viju mixed up today. Viju inbounding on their side of the court under the hoop on the baseline. Looking at Lucatero, giving it to Willis on the opposite side, taking the shot, and it's good.
Beautiful shot. 32-15. As the Wildcats try and get the ball into the front court. Thingvall all the way down, intercepted by Coquille.
Lucatero with that steal, giving it to Kellner, to Salazar on the corner, to Viju. As the play's getting called, giving it to Kellner. Run the play as Salazar's cutting through. Instead, giving it to Lucatero at the wing. Looking in the post, but nobody's home. Giving it to Salazar. To Viju. Viju looks to turn for the shot. She puts it up. No good, but she gets fouled. She'll be going to the line shooting two.
Yeah, who didn't see that foul coming?
Right, I know.
Triple team down there at the low post. 32-15 with 4:55 left in the third from the foul line. Here's Coquille.
Viju with her first shot, and it's good. Rolling off the front of the rim right into the hoop. So we got some substitutions on Glide's side as the second shot's being set up. Viju with her second shot's up, and it's no good, just a little strong.
And the rebound goes back to the Wildcats. Anderson to Kircher. And Thingvall. Back to McCall.
And that's 10 in the backcourt It'll be Coquille ball as they couldn't cross the half-court line in time.
Good defense by Coquille.
Yeah, Kellner and who was that? Salazar putting the pressure on.
Coquille inbounding.
Giving it to Viju. Viju crossing that half-court line with the pressure put on. She falls, but she keeps her dribble. She gives it to Lucatero. Nice save by Viju. Giving it to Willis. To Viju in the paint for the drive, and it's no good.
Kircher with the rebound as Wildcats got a slap on that ball as they tried to lay it up. Ball comes back out to the top of the key, and a three-pointer goes up. It's weak, though, and out of bounds.
Out of bounds off Glide. It'll be Coquille ball on the baseline in the back court. We got a substitution on Glide's side. So the ball coming in to Lucatero's hands. Giving it to Viju with no pressure in the back court. Waiting for Stella to call the play. Viju coming across. Trying to get the defense off as Lucatero sets a screen for her. She goes all the way into the hoop, takes the shot. It's no good, but she gets fouled. She kind of keeps seeing the same play as Holly keeps driving in, and she gets fouled the same way every time.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same player, but...
Well, that's okay.
I mean, we'll take it.
Holly always does pretty good from the foul line, that's for sure.
So we got Viju setting up her first shot. Shuts up, and it's good. Nothing but net.
Yeah, that was gorgeous.
Viju's second shot being set up. Shots up, and it's good. Nothing but net.
And that gives Coquille a 20-point lead with a score at 35 as the Wildcats bring the ball into the back court.
And
Stolen away.
falling right into Viju's hands as she goes for the layup, and it's no good.
Off the glass and just a little strong. Ball is picked back up by Glide. And that's McCall.
Countered with this slap of the ball, giving it right into Lucatero's hands to Salazar. She goes up for the shot, and then Lucatero with the rebound. She goes up, no good, but she'll be going to the line shooting two as she got fouled.
And Glide, better be careful there. We got 3:39 left in the third. They've got 4 fouls against them.
Yeah, those 3 fouls are back to back.
Yeah.
Looks like we'll have Nelson and Bristol Layton hitting the court soon. Lucatero with her first shot, and it's good. Layton and Nelson coming in for Kellner and Willis. Lucatero with her second shot. Setting it up. Second shot's up. And it's no good, going in the hoop and out.
Man, all the way around the bucket and back
Second
out.
time for
Yeah.
her, at least.
Kircher trying to get through, look at a foul against Nelson.
Yeah, she's trying to get around her, and I think Nelson kind of moved and called a foul on her.
Ball is inbound to Kircher. Passed out to McCall.
Throwing it right to Lucatero. She comes across the half-court line, giving it to Viju. Back to Lucatero for the cut, but she gets fouled, and it's thrown out of bounds. Or maybe they just called that a tip-off Glide, but I thought she rose her hand.
Yeah, I thought she raised her hand like a foul as well.
I guess not. So they're giving it to Nelson on the out-of-bounds line. Giving it to Layton in the post. Oh, she gets jumped on top of. She goes up for the shot, and she gets a foul call for her. The shot's no good, but she'll be shooting two.
Well, I'll tell you what, these Wildcats are stuck to you like glue out there.
Yeah, that's their 5th foul, so now every foul is at the free throw line.
Foul trouble.
Yeah. Layton's first shot's up, and it's good.
Boy, that was gorgeous.
Yes, nothing but net. It's nice to see Wanda Blaine out here taking pictures. She used to take pictures when Trinity was playing basketball with us, too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's her mom. Layton with her second shot, and it's no good.
Kircher taking it all the way down. I think she stepped out of bounds over here. And we've got Taylor Thingvall checking in for the Wildcats.
So we got Holly trying to call a play. Get open here on the half-court line. Lucatero with the ball. Giving it to Layton. Back to Lucatero at the left wing. Going all the way into the paint. Spinning around. Trying to get open. She takes the shot off the bank, and it's good.
Beautiful shot by Lucatero. Rebound Wildcats, and that's McCall back to Goodman. Out to Thingvall. And intercepted right to Coquille.
We're getting it back to Viju at the right wing. Viju looking at the shot. She doesn't take it. She goes all the way in for a shot, and it's good. Layton setting that screen for her to get her wide open. So we'll have Holly shooting 1 at the line.
Score is 41-15 with 2:47 left in the third. Coquille on the foul line.
The ball is just not getting over to Glide's side of the court. So we got Viju setting up her first
I've
shot.
seen more interceptions in this game than most.
Shot's up and it's good. Yeah, this last 2 minutes, it's been in Coquille's side.
Thingvall brought it in to Goodman. And back to McCall, back to Goodman, trying to get it through the back court. Ball makes it into the front court. And Thingvall. Coquille about slapping it away.
By Viju and Salazar together. Salazar coming to the right wing. Going all the way into the paint with her left. Trying to put it up and it's no good. And she gets the ball stolen from her.
Yeah, Thingvall back to McCall. They find Goodman on the court, left-hand side.
Viju stealing it, throwing it at Salazar, but she can't catch it. And Lucatero getting it off the ground, giving it to Salazar, to Viju as Viju's coming down for the drive. And the shot's no good. There's nothing called. Going into Glide's hands.
Wildcats in the back court. Pass back out to Thingvall, then McCall. Long pass finds Goodman. She looks at a three-pointer from the wing, and no good. Coquille with the rebound.
Lucatero with that rebound, and she's fighting off the defense, giving it to Viju, to Salazar on the right wing. So Lucatero at the elbow. She looks at the shot. It's not there. Giving it to Layton at the post. Layton pulling a spin move, trying to get it up. She fights to keep it in bounds, and it goes out, I believe. We got counter coming in for Viju. So we Wildcat ball on the baseline.
And we've got Thingvall on the baseline. She'll be inbounding for the Wildcats. Ball goes out to McCall. And she's headed for the center court line. Overhead pass is picked up by Kircher. Top of the key. And back out to McCall. Thingvall, top of the key. Moving inside from the elbow. The shot goes up for 2. No good. Rebound, Red Devil.
Layton with that rebound, fighting for it down there. Giving it to Kellner. To Salazar at the right wing. To Lucatero. With the shot, and it's good. Beautiful play by Coquille.
44-15, minute left in the third. And that is McCall.
We got 20 points by Lucatero.
Yeah, she's been putting them on the board, that's for sure.
For sure, yeah.
Outstanding work by Lexi Lucatero tonight. 1 foul and 20 points to her credit.
We got the ball in Glide's hands on their side of the court.
Glide inbounding into the front court, all the way down to the low post. The shot goes up, and a quick layup for 2. That was Thingvall.
We got the ball in Kellner's hands. She's just coming down the right lane. Cross into the middle to Salazar on the right wing. We haven't seen much from Kellner as she got a technical called on her. She's back in the game now. Giving it to Lucatero on the left wing. To Layton in the paint. Passing it back out to Lucatero. She takes the shot, and it's just too long. Salazar with the rebound, though, and she throws it out to Nelson. Nelson catching it, taking the shot, and it's no good. Lucatero with that rebound, though, and she puts it up for another 2.
Yeah, 22 points on the board tonight for Lucatero just into the third period. There's McCall for the Wildcats, and Salazar with a steal.
Salazar putting it right, oh my gosh. Putting it right in her own hands, and she takes the shot and gets fouled pretty harshly.
Yeah, pretty tough foul.
Yeah, so she'll be going to the line shooting 2.
And that foul goes against Bailey McCall.
Got 15 seconds left in this period as we got Salazar setting up her first shot. Shot's up and it's no good. We got Willis coming into the court for Lucatero. Salazar with her second shot. Shot's up and it's good, nothing but net.
47-17, Coquille. Goodman taking it for the Wildcats, headed for the timeline. The pass overhead is picked up by McCall. Down into the corner and back up to the top of the key. Thingvall. Bounce pass down into the corner, and that was intended for growth, but nobody home.
Falling right into Willie Layton hands out there.
Yeah.
So we got less than 2 seconds left on the clock with a long pass to Kellner. Kellner's going to throw it to Salazar. Salazar did not put it up in time.
And that's the end of the third period, ladies and gentlemen, with the score, the Coquille Red Devils 47.
So you got this fourth period? All right, I'm going to go take the picture.
Glide Wildcats at 17.
Man, I tell you what, you talk about a great game for Lucatero. 22 points on the board. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's her biggest game.
Yeah, that's amazing. I smell athlete of the game.
Yeah, I tell you, fantastic.
Yeah.
So, 19 points scored for Coquille again in that period.
Just in this last period.
Yeah, and that last in the third period. They scored 19 in the second. Actually, they've scored 19 points in all 3 periods.
Really fantastic.
Yeah, is that something or what?
Yeah, it is.
My God, I'll be honest with you, I have never seen that happen before.
How about that? Well, if they keep that up.
Make sure my math is right. No, that'd be 57. So I'm off somewhere. Anyway,
Anyway, they're doing awful good.
they are.
And beginning of the 4th period, that is brought to you guys by our friends at the Sawdust Theater. We hope you're enjoying the game. Wildcats inbounding the ball from right out in front of the Coastal Coffee broadcast booth. The ball moves out, and it's picked up by Stanley. Back down to Jones, and to the low post is Anderson. She puts the ball up way too strong. I think she drew a foul.
That's a little off on the second. They scored 9 points in the second, not 19. Hey, it's all right.
That's right. You're darn right. It's all right.
47-17, final period of the game. That's the first team foul on Coquille for this particular period.
Kara Anderson on the foul line for the Wildcats. Here's the shot. Ball is up, and a little weak, no good.
That was mean of me to bring those little goodies by, huh?
Why? I got something to look forward to now.
It's a brownie with peanut butter on. Chocolate brownie with peanut butter.
Boy, my friends at Weight Watchers will be thrilled.
Calder on the rebound. Yeah, over to Nelson. Takes the jumper at the elbow, off the break, no good.
And rebound goes back to Anderson for the Wildcats. Picked up by McCall. She's passing it back to Kircher. She brings it over the timeline. Pass to McCall, almost tipped by Salazar. Overhead pass back to Kircher. Taken by Coquille.
That's Kellner that has it. She put it up. The ball got blocked on the shot. Shot's too strong by Salazar. And that's going to be a Coquille ball. It looked like she stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, I believe she did step out of bounds back there on the baseline.
So this 4th period just getting underway. With Coquille with a 30-point lead. 6:40 left in the game. Inbound pass to Layton. Over to Nelson.
Oh, from the elbow, Nelson hammers one in. 49-17, and Kircher brings it in for Clyde. Over the timeline, moving down the sideline, driving inside. Bounce pass comes back out. And there's McCall. Back to the low post. Taking it back out to the corner for a 3-point shot. Goes up, and it's good. Beautiful shot. That's Alyssa Stanley. For Glide, 49-19 as Coquille brings it in.
Quick pass by Kellner to Nelson. Back over to Kellner. Ball gets slapped out of her hands. Willis gets hold of it, though. Now it's intercepted as it was intended for Layton.
And taken down, there's Clara Kircher. Over the timeline, heading down the sideline on the left. To Anderson for a quick layup. Ball's up and good for 2.
Man, she was wide open.
Sure was. Nobody home down there with her as Coquille brings it over the timeline.
That's Kellner. The ball got slapped out of her hand. Salazar's trying to regain it.
Oh, a steal is recovered by the Wildcats. Glide taking it over the timeline. Heading all the way down to the low post. Kircher trying to get by, and she steps out of bounds on the sideline.
That's good defense by Kellner. I mean, out of nowhere, that defense came behind her, slapped the ball out of her hand.
Yep.
And Clyde recovers it. She sticks right with it all the way down the court, causes her to go out of bounds. That's the way to stay with the play.
Absolutely.
Here's Allen. Allen and Johnson comes on the court. Pass intended for Nelson gets stolen.
Kircher taking it all the way downtown, but the layup's no good. Anderson with the rebound gets a foul as she tries to lay up. That'll take her back to the foul line. Yeah. Second foul for the Red Devils.
Yeah, that foul's going to go against Allen. I really like watching Allen handle that ball, though. She does a great job.
Yeah, she does. Ball is up a little strong, no good. Again, on the foul line, that's Kara Anderson. Bounce pass to her, another shot. Here's the shot for Glide. Ball is up Front of the bucket, no good.
Yeah, the reason the first shot wasn't used or taken,
Counted?
however you want to count it,
Yeah.
was only because things weren't set yet.
Okay, gotcha. Third time's a charm. Ball is up. Not quite. No good, but the rebound does stay with the Wildcats. And from the elbow, the shot went up. No good. Rebound, Anderson.
Yeah, they're going to call that on Nelson. So he was a little too close inside there. Nelson's going, what are you talking about? What did I do?
Uh-huh.
Well, you know, when you're going for a rebound and you're both jumping for it, it makes it hard.
You betcha. Yeah, there's going to be a little contact for sure.
You know, as long as you're hustling and going for it, that's all you can ask for.
Three-pointer up by Kircher, no good, but Anderson with the rebound. Back out to the top of the key. Kircher on the wing, right-hand side. Cross court and down into the corner. Ball goes up. Clyde with the rebound. Again, there's McCall. Top of the key. Bounce pass inside towards Anderson. All the way across court and out of bounds. The ball will be turned over to the Red Devils. 3:48 left in the fourth.
I'd say Coquille could just not get a rebound.
No. Holy smoke.
Man, I'm telling you.
Robbed them out down there for sure.
Says Oakley Johnson, gets it to Allen. And now to Salazar on the right, extended ring back to the top of the key. She's got Allen on the right. Nelson comes out to help on the left. Over to Leighton, who's on the extended right ring. Bounce pass was intended for Salazar. I don't think Salazar was prepared for it.
Yeah, no, she rarely misses anything like that. You know, being double and triple teamed, it's really hard to, you're thinking about getting around and away from all those players around you. And, man, got the hands full out there.
Good stuff.
Ball is inbound, and there's McCall. Long pass finds its way to the paint, and the shot goes up by Thingvall. She makes the 2 points and is fouled. That'll take her to the foul line. We've got about 2.5 minutes left in the game.
And that's going to be on Johnson, I believe. That was a tough one. I mean, because when everybody's in the cluster, if you will, it makes it tough.
The cluster, that's for sure.
Cluster. So Marty's going to go ahead and do a full court swap. We'll call it a swap. He's going to sit down and talk with all of them really quick to try to get them all figured out here and which way to roll with it.
And the shot for the Wildcats went up, and it's good. The score is 49-24. Coquille on top.
Here comes Bijou, unattested. 3-point shot is up. Hits the front of the rim, no good.
And Wildcats bringing it into their front court. Ball comes down, and they find it back out towards the center court. There's Anderson on the elbow. A pass was meant out for McCall, but tipped by Coquille.
Yeah, Bijou just barely got her fingers on that one.
Yeah, she did. So there's Anderson. She'll be inbounding. Ball is inbound from the top of the key. The shot goes up for three, no good.
Jump ball call there. We'll try to get with Tony in between games when we take a quick break to figure everything out. I want to try to find out when our first playoff game is going to be. We might not know yet until Friday night's games are done.
Right.
Next week, but I think we should know before that. So Bijou coming down inside. She gets fouled on the shot. Going to the line. She'll shoot a couple.
Coquille with 4 fouls against him, none against the Wildcat side of the ball.
Looks like Coach Marty's going to have Oakley Johnson coming back in, as well as Leighton and Nelson. He just wanted to pull those girls out for a minute and say, hey, look, this is what we got to do.
Sure.
You know, don't forget. You practiced it many times. And there's a good shot.
Wow, beautiful shot by Bijou. And checking into the court, Samantha Moyers for the Wildcats.
Adrienne Lucatero is on. And Bergnoli. So we got the younger Lucatero on court.
Yep. She's as awesome as her big sister. Bounce pass to Goodman. Thing ball into the front court. Right into the hands of Coquille.
That's Bergnoli gets hold of it. Finds Nelson, who's going to come across the timeline. Is getting fouled in the process. So Coquille will inbound from pretty much in front of the band almost, about half court mark. Finds Bergnoli. She'll handle things over to Lucatero. Brings it up on top of the key. Nelson helps out on the left wing. Looking for a drive. No, finds Layton though. Back up on top with the shot clock at 18. Lucatero, bounce pass inside. Looks like it's going to be another jump ball situation. Possession, I do believe, is going to go to Glide.
Yep, sure enough, and that puts McCall on the baseline, inbounding the ping ball. McCall bringing it through the backcourt unopposed over the timeline, and a pass overhead from the wing. Three-pointer goes up by Thing ball. Rebound went to Wildcats, and McCall put one up, no good.
So Johnson will inbound, and that will be the ball game.
That's the game, ladies and gentlemen, with the score. The Coquille Red Devils at 51, and the Glide Wildcats at 24.
Well, I tell you what, there's just not a lot of points scored on that one.
You know, the JV game, the girls JV, Coquille won that one as well. The score was 39-13 over Glide.
You know, the JV girls are undefeated.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Man.
Yeah, sure.
Well, and for your post-game report brought to you by the city of Coquille. Great job by the Lady Red Devils out here. They scored 19 in the first period, keeping Glide to only 4. And you saw a lot of frustration on Glide that very first period because of the defense that Coquille was putting on them. I mean, just total frustration. Coquille came out and only scored 9 points, though, in the second.
Yeah.
And as well as Glide. So they were going in at halftime. Coquille 28, 13 for Glide. And, of course, we did see a lot stronger defense on the side of Glide also, which I do believe that's another reason why Coquille didn't make the points that they did in the first and even later on.
Yeah.
Because they came out in the third period scoring 19 points, holding Glide to only 4, which made it 47-17 going into the final period. But then again, you know, Glide scored 7 in the fourth. Coquille only scored 4 points in the final. So that's where you come up with the score of 51-24. But again, it's another victory in the books. And Tuesday, well, actually next week, we're going to be on the road. We're going to have the boys coming up here shortly. We're going to introduce some seniors and honor them in between games. But just to remind everybody that next week, Tuesday, we're going to be going to Sutherland, which is a humongous ball game. That is definitely a must-win situation for the Red Devils, and if so, they're going to be sitting great because then on Friday, we go down to South Umpqua. Technically speaking, we should be okay to win against South Umpqua, but you know, as you and I know, this it ain't in the books till it's over.
That's right.
But
So the fat lady sing.
yeah, but you know, Sutherland is going to be the key game, and that's where it's really going to go ahead and make a difference. Win or lose, we should still have that home court advantage on the play-in game. But, you know, regardless, we want to make sure that we can keep things going. So that is what we got going here. We're actually gonna take a timeout. We can't send it back to the station for your music, but we got to get everything kind of addressed and lined out here so we can get ready for the boys game as they do go ahead and celebrate our seniors here this evening.
Yeah, good time to stretch your legs and go get something tasty for the second half.